Welcome into week 3 of the college football bet. Well, week 4 of the college football bets, technically, of the season. I'm here for IDP Plus. I am ready to get you going. We missed our lock of the day last week, but we are 3-1, so I'm pretty excited about that. Still a lot of money to be made. We hit our player prop. The parlay fell one leg short. Florida didn't fire Billy Napier because of it. I'm kind of shocked to see that, but let's make some money this week and let's get right into it. All right, welcome. I am happy to be here. We've made a lot of money this season. Still missing that elusive clean sweep. Oklahoma decided to, in the wackiest way possible, cover the spread last week and made us fall short for our lock of the week, and that is unfortunate. But this week, this lock, not dealing with my favorite team, so I feel a little bit more confident in it. But the lock of the day for this week is USC minus 5.5 over Michigan. I think this game is closer to a 10-point game than a 5.5-point game. I get that this is in Michigan, but kind of use the same logic that we used with Texas here, where Michigan is just not on the same level as USC right now. USC has a very improved defense. The offense looks exceptionally good. They were really good in the first game against LSU. I expect them to have an even better week this week against Michigan. Michigan, the quarterback flip-flop continues. Alex Orji is in there right now for them. I don't see it going that well. USC has a pretty stacked defense. So at minus 108, USC 5.5. Let's just go ahead and book that one in. Lock of the day. Let's get back on track with that bet. And I certified lock right here. Last week's lock, it was the right idea. It's just Tulane decided to be goofy and ruin it. So I could still consider it. The logic was correct. It just didn't fall through. But this one, lock of the day, USC 5.5. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So go ahead and lock that one in as the first bet. On to the player prop for this week, and we are going with what has been consistent. We're going to go Travis Hunter over 100-plus receiving yards in the game against Baylor this weekend. It is at plus 105 right now, so go hop on that now while you're getting plus money. Look, it's simple. College, he's going to be an NFL wide receiver in this draft. He has gone over 100 yards in every game this season. And Baylor does not present a good enough defense to where I think that streak is going to stop with this game. You can get cute and put the 95 because the over-under is at 98 right now. And I think it's at like minus 120. But just go ahead and do the 100-plus. Get the plus odds. He's not been under 100 this season. If it hits 100 on the dot, you still win the bet because it's over 100. Or it's like 99.5 when it comes all out. So go ahead, player prop of the week, 100-plus yards for Travis Hunter against Baylor. It's at home. Shadur's healthy. I don't see any way that we don't just continue the streak here. I don't want to get too complicated with these player prop bets. Didn't last week, and that one hit. So we're just going to continue the road and go Travis Hunter, 100-plus yards. So that's your two first bets. Let's get on to the parlay. We're looking at 6-11 odds this week. And I'm ready to hit another one of these. We hit week 1, and we've been one leg short every week so far. So I'm really looking to get into this one. The first leg is UCLA plus 24 against LSU at minus 105. The logic here is that LSU is not going to play a game where they're blowing anyone out this season. They play down to their competition every week in and week out. They have not blown anyone out yet. They only 2 wins. I don't think have been over 24 points, so I don't think that that's going to start now. UCLA is not a great team, but they're good enough to stay in this game. Look, even if LSU wins by 3 touchdowns, you're still covering this one. So first leg, UCLA plus 24. Second leg is Ole Miss minus 35. Lane Kiffin just wants to beat the snot out of anyone he's playing, and he's going against Georgia Southern this week. I don't see this one as any different. I think Ole Miss is going to win this game by 42, 45, 50 possibly. So at minus 110, I'm throwing Ole Miss in there because they just want to prove. I don't know what Lane Kiffin's trying to prove. If he's trying to get Jackson Dart the Heisman, whatever his reasoning may be, I don't see how this is going to happen. And then the last leg is under 60 total points in the Southern Miss versus Jacksonville State game. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, why in the world are we picking this random game out of the air to throw into this parlay? And I'll tell you why. Jacksonville State has not been scoring very well this season. Southern Miss really hasn't either. And Jacksonville State lost their starting quarterback, so they're going to be starting a backup this week. I think this presents a really good opportunity for an easy fly under. I think we're in the 40 points total range for this game, and they have it at 60. So we're going to take advantage of that 60 while it's still on the board and throw that in the parlay. That's minus 110. So it's not even that crazy odds going for that. But just to recap, UCLA plus 24. LSU's not going to blow them out. Don't worry. You're fine. Ole Miss minus 35 at minus 110. And then under 60 total points in the Southern Miss Jacksonville State game. Parlaying all those together for plus 611, 6-1 odds. All of those things are very much in the realm of possibility. I don't think there's any doubt that any of those things are going to happen, barring something weird happening. So we're going to keep it simple this week. I know simple with a parlay never happens, but I just think we're going to get back to basics. Stick with things that I would be surprised if they didn't happen. So let's just run through all the bets again one more time just to make sure everybody's on the same page. We have USC and Lincoln Riley going over 5.5, beating Michigan by over 6 points. Them winning by a touchdown, it would be the least shocking thing. I think the Michigan is still getting this. They're figuring it out or something. It's not looking better against good teams. Look, they got clowned by Texas. And I think that this game is going to be not as big of a blowout as that one, but I think we're in the realm of possibility of that. And then on to the player prop, we have Travis Hunter over 100 receiving yards in this game against Baylor. He's done it in all 3 games. So we're not picking something out that's kind of like, oh, it happened 1 out of the 2, or it's happened once, but something the other week, whatever. We're not even worried about that. It's happened all 3 weeks. NFL player. We bet on NFL players in this podcast. So go for the 100+ Travis Hunter receiving yards. And then on to the parlay at 600 odds, we have UCLA plus 24, Ole Miss minus 35, and under 60 total in the Southern Miss Jacksonville State game. That comes out to 611 plus 611. Look, let's make some money this week. I have bets on all these games, so I'm right there in the trenches with you. So don't worry. I'm not giving you any bets that I'm not making myself. All of these are very, very good bets. I will throw one extra one in at the end here. I didn't even make a graphic for it or screenshot of it. I don't want to make it sound like it's a fancy graphic for the audio audience. But Xavier Restrepo for Miami, just go ahead and bet whatever his line is over. I'm sure it's in the 55 range right now, but that guy is a number 1 wide receiver, and Cam Ward, the QB for Miami, is currently the Heisman favorite. So I look to him to go to him early and often in that game. I think they're playing South Florida this weekend. A good battle. I think it's going to be not close, but I think it's going to be enough where they've got to keep throwing in that football game. And I'm looking for Cam Ward to put up exciting numbers this season, and he's going to have to do that through Xavier Restrepo. So I'm just giving that out as an extra prop. If you want to put some money on it, go ahead. I would say put Xavier Restrepo over 55 yards. I think he's going to go well over that. You could even do a ladder play where you did 55, 65, 75 or something like that, to where you could even, potentially double, triple your money by the end of the bet. But yes, I think that's just an extra one I'll add on. Didn't make the screenshot graphic for it, but I say just at the end here, let's just throw that one in as well, because I think with Miami, they're going to be trying to win and with style points. And I think the way that Cam Ward wins the Heisman this season, which, by the way, if you watch my Heisman bets video at the very back in June, I had mentioned that Cam Ward bringing Miami back was one of the possibilities. So I said sprinkle a little bit on it. Honestly, just to kind of recap here at the end of the Heisman bets that I have said to put out there, 2 of the 4 that I gave you are in the top 4 right now, and that's Jalen Milroe and Cam Ward. I gave you both of those as potential players that have that could give you a Heisman Trophy win, And right now you're looking at plus 500, plus whatever. Cam Ward, when I gave that out, was like 20-1, 35-1, I think, something like that. And then Jalen Milroe was 14-1 when I gave it out. So, I mean, if you have those tickets in your back pocket, got to be feeling pretty good about yourself right now. Sprinkle it on a little bit. But that's all I got for you today. I'm very excited about the bets this weekend. Good college football games. My team, Oklahoma's playing Tennessee. College game day is going to be there. So, yeah, a little bit stressed about that because the offense stinks. But whatever. Got a great defense. We'll see what happens. Thank you for joining in this weekend. I appreciate each and all of you for joining and listening each week. Again, follow me at Ombre Vendor on Twitter. If you want to come shit talk my picks, DMs are always open. Thank you for listening and have a fun weekend.
Thank you for watching the IDP Plus YouTube network. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to tap the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new content.